Good morning, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your snow day today. And I know we're all going to be doing homework. I wanted to get my homework assignment turned into you guys so you could do your homework. This week, we're talking about Alfred the Great. Alfred the Great was one of the early kings of England. Um, and he did a lot of things. We've talked about how kings were wanting to build monasteries and cathedrals and expand religion. And Alfred the Great was no different. So to get to our reading, Alfred the Great was probably the most famous ruler of the Anglo-Saxons in England. He was the king of West Saxons and Wessex from 871 to 899. He had four brothers who were kings before him, but they all died. The crown, therefore, passed to him when he was only 21 years old. He is the only ruler in England to be called the Great. He is best remembered for his clever, persistent fighting against Viking raiders, and Vikings had conquered all the regions surrounding Wessex, but Alfred withstood their attacks. Alfred was eventually able to defeat and make peace with the Vikings. In fact, he helped convert their king to Christianity. Alfred is also remembered as the king who burned the peasants' cakes. A famous legend tells of a time when he was fleeing from the Vikings and came upon a woman's cottage. She took him in as a stranger and asked him to wash her cakes while she tended to her animals. His mind was so busy planning an attack on the Vikings that the cakes burned and she scolded him. How horrified she must have been when she discovered that she had rebuked their king. Alfred ruled his kingdom well. He was kind and he was fair. He worked hard to make his kingdom prosperous, and some historians have called him the most perfect character in history, because Alfred was, indeed, a great ruler. Like the story says, they weren't expecting Alfred to be a king. He was the youngest of five boys, and all the other boys had become king and then passed away as king before it was his turn. Because of that, he did not have a lot of military experience, so he was an unlikely warrior. He studied military tactics and history, but he wasn't actually out on the battlefield. But he was a great leader, despite of that. Very religious. He would take his family to church twice on every Sunday, and he worked really hard on bringing books and literature to his populations. One of the big things that he set up was he created what were known as burhs or burgs. And these were the towns surrounding a military fortification. And it was a plan that he had to get farmers to join the military and give them land. And that's what created these little towns. And that's what we sort of base our towns on today. I'm going to upload the graphics for today's writing. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Take care.